The 2026 Ford Explorer arrives as a confident evolution of one of America's most iconic SUVs, blending modern technology, refined design, and newly expanded off-road capability into a package that feels both familiar and completely refreshed. And from the very first glance, it's clear that Ford wasn't trying to reinvent the Explorer, but rather sharpen it, polish it, and prepare it for a future where versatility matters more than ever. Because this is still a three-row family SUV at heart, but now it's also a tech-forward highway cruiser, and, with the introduction of the all-new Explorer Tremor trim, a legitimately trail-ready adventure vehicle, all wrapped into one cohesive identity that feels purpose-built for modern drivers who want one vehicle to do everything well without compromise. And as the camera glides across the exterior, the Explorer's updated styling makes a strong first impression with a wider, more planted stance, subtle refinements to the front fascia, a revised grille design that feels cleaner and more upscale, and signature LED lighting that gives the SUV a sharp, confident look both day and night, while the sculpted body lines remain muscular without being aggressive, reinforcing the Explorer's reputation as a capable, go-anywhere SUV that still feels at home in city streets, school drop-off lines, and long highway drives. And depending on the trim, new wheel designs and updated color options add personality and presence. But it's the Tremor trim that instantly stands out, wearing its off-road intentions proudly with unique badging, high-contrast accents, aggressive all-terrain tires, and a ride height that signals this Explorer is ready to leave the pavement behind. Yet even with its tougher look, it never feels over-styled or gimmicky, maintaining the Explorer's clean, confident design language that has defined the nameplate for decades. And as we move inside the cabin, the transformation becomes even more apparent, because the 2026 Explorer embraces Ford's latest digital philosophy, centered around the new Ford Digital Experience, which brings a large, landscape-oriented central touchscreen that feels intuitive, responsive, and seamlessly integrated into the dashboard rather than tacked on. And paired with a fully digital instrument cluster, the interior immediately feels more modern, more premium, and more driver-focused, creating a space where technology enhances the experience instead of overwhelming it. And the inclusion of Google-based software brings built-in Google Maps, Google Assistant, and access to apps directly into the vehicle, reducing reliance on your phone while still offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for those who prefer familiar ecosystems. And as ambient lighting softly glows across the cabin during night driving, the Explorer feels less like a traditional SUV and more like a connected, comfortable living space on wheels, designed for long journeys as much as daily routines. And Ford hasn't forgotten about comfort either, because materials throughout the cabin feel thoughtfully chosen, with soft-touch surfaces, available leather seating, contrast stitching, and ergonomic seat designs that support both short commutes and cross-country road trips. While the three-row layout remains one of the Explorer's strongest assets, offering ample space for families, friends, and gear, with easy access to the third row and flexible seating configurations that adapt effortlessly from people hauling to cargo carrying, making the Explorer a true multi-purpose vehicle in every sense. And as the narration continues, the focus shifts to performance, where the 2026 Explorer continues to deliver a balanced blend of power and efficiency, starting with the standard 2.3-liter EcoBoost turbocharged four-cylinder engine that produces a strong 300 horsepower, offering smooth acceleration, confident passing power, and respectable fuel efficiency for an SUV of this size, while those seeking more excitement can opt for the available 3.0-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6, delivering up to 400 horsepower and abundant torque that transforms the Explorer into a genuinely quick and capable performer. especially when paired with Ford's responsive 10-speed automatic transmission that shifts smoothly and intelligently, adapting to driving conditions without drawing attention to itself. And whether cruising on the highway or navigating winding roads, the Explorer feels composed and confident, with a chassis that balances comfort and control in a way that few three-row SUVs manage to achieve. And this sense of confidence extends even further with available intelligent four-wheel drive, which continuously monitors traction and road conditions to optimize power delivery, ensuring stability in rain, snow, or loose surfaces. But it's with the introduction of the 2026 Explorer Tremor that the lineup truly expands its identity. Because this new trim is more than just an appearance package. It's a functional, purpose-built off-road variant that replaces the Timberline and elevates Explorer's adventure credentials to a new level, featuring an off-road tuned suspension with an increased ride height, reinforced underbody protection with steel skid plates, a Torsen limited-slip rear differential for improved traction, and specially selected all-terrain tires that provide grip and durability when the pavement ends. And visually, the Tremor announces itself with bold accents, unique wheels, auxiliary lighting, and distinctive trim details that hint at its rugged capability without sacrificing refinement, making it equally appealing to drivers who want an SUV that looks adventurous even when parked in the driveway. And when taken off-road, the Tremor feels composed and capable, soaking up uneven terrain, maintaining traction on loose surfaces, and delivering a sense of control that inspires confidence rather than caution, proving that this Explorer isn't just pretending to be rugged, it's actually engineered for it. And yet, despite all this off-road capability, the Tremor doesn't compromise everyday usability, because it still rides comfortably on the road, still offers the same advanced technology and safety features as other trims, and still delivers the practicality that Explorer buyers expect, making it a true dual-purpose SUV rather than a niche variant. And speaking of safety, the 2026 Explorer continues Ford's commitment to driver assistance and protection, offering Ford Co-Pilot 360 Assist 2.0 as standard or available across the lineup, which includes features like adaptive cruise control with lane centering, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and an available 360-degree camera system that makes parking and maneuvering a large SUV easier and less stressful, while advanced features like BlueCruise hands-free highway driving elevate long-distance travel to a new level of comfort, allowing drivers to relax and enjoy the journey while the vehicle manages speed, steering, and lane positioning on compatible highways. And as the miles roll by, the Explorer proves itself as a quiet, stable, and reassuring companion, isolating passengers from road noise and harshness while maintaining a solid, planted feel that builds trust behind the wheel. And when the camera pulls back to show the Explorer cruising through city streets, highways, and off-road trails, it becomes clear that the 2026 model represents a thoughtful refinement rather than a radical overhaul. Because Ford understands that the Explorer's success comes from its ability to adapt, evolve, and meet the changing needs of drivers without losing the core values that made it popular in the first place. And those values, space, capability, comfort, and confidence, are all present here, simply enhanced by smarter technology, improved design, and expanded versatility. And as the video approaches its conclusion, the Explorer's role in the modern SUV landscape feels more defined than ever, positioned as a vehicle that doesn't force buyers to choose between family practicality and personal passion, between daily comfort and weekend adventure, or between technology and durability, because the 2026 Ford Explorer manages to bring all of those elements together into a single, cohesive package that feels ready for whatever comes next. Whether that's a daily commute, a family road trip, or a spontaneous detour down an unpaved trail. And with trims ranging from refined and tech-focused to bold and off-road ready, especially with the arrival of the Explorer Tremor, this SUV proves that evolution doesn't have to mean compromise. It can mean becoming more capable, more confident, and more connected than ever before, making the 2026 Ford Explorer not just an update, but a statement about where modern SUVs are headed and why the Explorer name continues to matter in a world full of choices.